To each their own. Have none of you heard of this? Yes? No? Maybe? Okay. Well, what it is you can like what you like, and I can like what I like. Why should it matter? This is me bitching about this whole stupid concept of the emo thing. Okay? I'm getting really ticked off with seeing people who hate emos, but for the dumbest reasons. We have our own hair. We have our own way of dressing. We have our own way of doing anything. And for those people who think being emo is a way to try to fit in, you are so far wrong. A lot of us do it because we don't want to fit in. We're trying to avoid social game as much as possible. The social game, pardon me. But really? You guys are all idiots. And I'm sorry to say this, I don't mean to offend people, but really? You guys are morons. You don't think. Okay? But what emo is, okay? And yes, I am reading this right off the internet because I feel they are right. Emo is a style of rock music typically characterized by melodic musicianship and expressive, often confessional lyrics. It originated in the mid-1980s hardcore punk movement of Washington, D.C., where it was known as emotional hardcore or emocore, and pioneered by bands such as Rites of Spring and Embrace. As a style echoed by contemporary American rock bands, its sound and meaning shifted and changed, blending with pop, punk, and indie rock, and it encapsulated in the early 1990s by groups such as Jawbreaker and Sunny Day Real Estate. By the mid-1990s, numerous emo acts emerged from the Midwestern and Central United States, and several independent record labels began to socialize in the style. Emo broke out in mainstream culture in the early 2000s with the platinum-selling success of Jimmy Eat World and Dashboard Confessional. Good band, by the way. And the emergency and the emerge. I don't know that word. Well, of the subgenre screamo. In recent years, as the emo had been applied to by critics and journalists to a variety of artists, including multi-platinum acts and groups of desperate styles and sounds. In addition to music, emo is often more generally to signify as particular relationships between fans and artists, to describe related aspects of fashion, culture, and behavior. See, what you guys think is so wrong, okay? 1. Not all emos cut themselves, okay? Just because one person did it in that subculture does not mean the entire subculture does it. I mean, look at me. I don't cut. I draw. See? But everyone does that. At one point in time, everyone draws. And it's not just the emo subculture that cut. Everyone does it. Goths, preps, jocks, metalheads, everyone. Okay? I don't see why you signify emos as the only ones that cut. It's just retarded. But yeah, I'm just getting really sick of this bullshit. Just because we have the awesome hair and great style of clothes doesn't mean you can hate us. Because we're different does not mean go out and call us idiots or stupid or, whatever. Okay? All the names that you fucking put into it, really, really annoying. To each their own, as I said at the beginning of the video. research what it is before you start hating it. Because I'm getting really sick of this. With people hating on things they know nothing of. Okay? Research emo. Research goth. Research fucking metalheads. I don't care. Just dig deep before you start hating them. Okay? At school, we recently had this thing. I'm grade 10, by the way. We recently had this thing. It's called breaking down the walls. Now, what it is to get people to know the background of other people. I mean, normally, I wouldn't talk to these people. They would walk by and I wouldn't think twice. Okay? But after you hear them talk about their lives, you learn. Okay? You learn about the way they are and why the way they are. They are the way they are. So, why judge emo kids? One, because they're emo, they could just like the way they dress, the way their hair is. Pardon me, I'm really bad speaking right now. They could have problems. You never know. Or they could be one of those rebellious kids. And their family wants them to be a certain way, and they don't want to be that way. Like me. I grew up Roman Catholic. Okay? And so, short hair, wearing jeans like I do, skinnies, and whatnot, was wrong. You had to wear pink frilly dresses like my grandma tried to make me wear. But yeah. But now, I'm agnostic. I like the way I dress and I don't care what other people think. Okay? And I don't really have problems. I mean, sure, my parents got divorced. I'm living with my mom. I have problems with my friends. Big deal. I have a great boyfriend. I'm happy with who I am. I'm not overweight. I'm a big girl, but I'm not overweight. I like who I am. Why should that matter? Okay? Don't judge a person until you know what their story is. Okay? I'm happy. Okay? Not all emos are fucking depressed and, ready to hang themselves or slit their wrists, cut their throat, whatever. Not all emos are like that. Like me, I'm not suicidal. I like the way it is. I like the emo style. I like the gothic style. And I like some of the punk stuff. I like punk. I dress like everything from time to time. I mean, for a few days I could be emo. For a few days I could be goth. For a few days I could be a junk. And I do dress like that, by the way. I've got my my jerseys. Anyway, I do digress. But yeah, until you know the background of it, don't judge people. Okay? It's getting really sickening. Anyway, I should probably end this video. So, take my word for it. Next time you see a person that you don't usually talk to, take it out of your time to go and say hi to that person. And try to get to know them. Chances are, they could be the greatest people you could ever meet. And after the breaking down the walls thing, I met a lot of people who have really crappy lives, but made the best of it. Okay? So take your time and go say hi to those people. Try to be their friend. They could be really cool. And you could become friends with them. But I should go. So